See what you have observed, that number 1 is represented by f of x, number 2 and number 5 is represented by p of x, and number 3 and 4 is represented by y. Number 1, f of x is 3x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 1. Take note that the degree of the polynomial is decreasing. Number 2, p of x is negative 7 x raised to the 5th power minus 5x plus 2x plus 4. The degree of power is decreasing. Number 3, y is x squared plus 2x minus 3. The degree of power is also decreasing. Number 4, y is the product of the quantity x minus 2 and x plus 2. As you observe that the degree of the polynomial is constant 1. But if you get the product of it, you will get the degree polynomial of 3. Number 5, we have p of x is the product of x squared minus 2x plus 6 and x plus 3. So you observe that x squared minus 2x plus 6, the degree of the polynomial is decreasing, also with the polynomial x plus 3. So that is the 5 examples of what is a polynomial function. Okay, my dear students, let's try this. You will now be able to determine whether each of the following is a polynomial functions or not by putting a check. Okay, I will give you 10 seconds to answer. We have here the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Have you got the correct answer? Let's check it out. Yes, number 1 is a polynomial function. Number 2, not a polynomial function. Why? Is it because the second term has a denominator of 3x? As you observe that the second term here is 1 over 3x, which is 3x. There is a variable in a polynomial. There's a variable in the denominator, which is considered not a polynomial function. Number 3, of course it is a polynomial function. How about number 4? Yes, it is always a polynomial function. And number 5, it is not a polynomial function. Why? Is it because the term 3x raised to negative 3 has a negative exponent, which is, if there is a negative exponent in a polynomial, then it is not considered as a polynomial function. I hope you get it right. Okay, my dear students. Now, your task is to answer the following. Put a happy face if it is a polynomial function, and a sad face if it is not. In this task, I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Now, let's check if your answer is correct. Number 1, yes, happy face, which is a polynomial function. Number 2, a sad face, which is not a polynomial function. Number 3, a sad face also, which is not a polynomial function. And number 4, a happy face, because it is a polynomial function. And last number, we have number 5, which is a happy face because it is a polynomial function. I hope you get it right, my dear students. Have you understand? Yeah, of course. Now let's proceed. Now do this activity. Write yes if it is a polynomial function, and if not, state the reason. I will give you my dear students 20 seconds to answer this activity. Take note that if it's not a polynomial function, you will state the reason. Have you got the correct answer, my dear students? Okay, let's check it out if your answer is correct. What is number 1? Number 1, it is a polynomial function. Yes, a polynomial function. Number 2, not a polynomial function, my dear student. Why? Because a polynomial function should not have negative exponent. That is correct. And number 3, yes, it is polynomial function. And number 4, also a polynomial function. And number 5, not a polynomial function. Why? Because a polynomial function shouldn't have a radical sign. That is correct. I hope that you learned so much with our discussion. So since you already know how to illustrate polynomial functions by determining a polynomial functions in your assignments, you will now be able to determine whether each of the following polynomial functions is written in standard form or not. Thank you, my dear students. I hope you learn a lot. I am your teacher, Christopher Flores Leiko, and I code Math is easy, math is fun. So join me in learning mathematics. See you in our next lesson. Bye-bye.